Hi everyone, hope you're all keeping very well. Today I just wanted to talk about another topic which I have found, very useful in my, in my rent-to-rent business, and I thought I'm going to share this with you because it's been a very, I would say it's a very good skill to have when you are looking to get, your rent-to-rent properties. Um, I mean, it's not nothing to do with having, that technical knowledge and all that, how to run your business and all that. But I'm talking about this soft skill that, you should really develop. Many a time, especially women, even men as well have it, they automatically have this skill. And I'm talking about having, great listening skills. So say, for example, if you come across a deal that is directly coming from a landlord, it's always very good, or very beneficial for you to have that skill where you understand, a landlord's pain, why that landlord is, looking to rent that property or pass on the management of the property to you, or what is he looking or what is she looking from a person, who will manage the property for them. So, like I always say, there is no point sending out these letters. Hi, Georgina. Thank you for joining. So yeah, it's no point actually sending out letters to all the landlords, all HMO landlords, because some of them might not even need your help, because quite a lot of these HMO properties, they're already let. So these landlords don't really need your help. So the people who will need your help will be the people who are in some kind of pain or in some kind of difficulty. And this is where it's very helpful. Hi, Ashley. Yeah, so it's very helpful when you are speaking to the landlord. Try and understand, their pain, what they are going through, and when I'm saying try and understand, just listen. Just all you're doing when you're having conversation with them, just develop the skill, even if it means that you have to go out and buy some books or listen to some audios, and just develop this skill if you don't naturally have it, and become a very good listener and try and understand their pain, because the more you understand and the more you become sympathetic towards them, or try and solve their problem, it will really pay off, in a big way, because I have found, that was the only skill I had in me. I've always been a good listener. I haven't been the most technical or DIY person, I mean, I am now because I have been in this business, so I'm learning, but still, that was one skill I really polished on, or I really, I leveraged on that. So I would definitely say this really works, it does wonders. So it could be that, just try and find out what that landlord's pain is that because they've had bad experience from their letting agencies in the past, or is that because this landlord has been managing this big property himself or herself, and they are sick of it, or they've had some bad experiences from their tenants, or they are sick and tired, or they want to retire, or maybe they have enjoyed managing their properties, and it's about time where they feel that they want to retire, and they want to take a back seat. Or it could be that they have just used this property as an investment, and they just want to get their passive income out of it, or it could be that they are moving away, they have got a new job, or they're starting new business, and they are moving to another city, another country, or somewhere, somewhere else. So maybe that's the reason, they feel that you can help them in that way. Or it could be that they are in some kind of financial difficulty, so that's why it's very important when you are meeting the landlord, if you find a deal directly, say on any online portal, and you're meeting them, then just pay attention more than you talking and explaining. I mean, you can do that briefly, but more than anything, I would say it's very important that you actually, listen to their pain, listen what they are looking for, and the more you listen, and you can then maybe plan something, or with their help as well, you can actually think about something, or you can have a strategy in place that will really solve their problem. It could be that they are in some kind of difficulty. It could be that because the property is so run down, and they know property is run down, and because they are in a financial difficulty, they can't really upgrade it, and because they can't upgrade, or they can't bring it to a good standard, now they are struggling to rent that HMO property. So in that case, what you can do, you can offer them that help. You can say you are happy to do that for them, and then in return you can then ask them for rent free period, or you can ask them no deposit, or it could be anything, or you can offer to do things in the property. So just I think it really helps if you listen what they're trying to say. Sometimes you will find that they may be even embarrassed to say things to you if they are in financial difficulty, but we are all humans, and we if we can read things and we understand, and we sense that this is what they are going through, and we offer in a dignified way, if we offer them that help, then it goes very far. I'm just going to give you one example. One of the property that I took it, when I took it, the location is very good for that property. It's very, very close to, Newcastle football ground, as you all know that. This city is a football mad city. So, it's hardly, I would say, 10-15 minute walk. Just 10-minute, hardly 10-minute walk from the grounds. But the property itself was a rundown property, and it could do with an additional bathroom. There was no bathroom, but there was a bathroom, but it could do with extra toilet, installing extra toilet, because I thought if we had one extra toilet, then it will help. So I knew the landlord was struggling, financially. So what I actually offered to, refurb the property, and I offered to build another toilet, because I knew the property had loads and loads of potential, once the work is done. And in return, I asked, nicely that if I could get some rent-free period, and also no deposit, because, I will be adding value. And landlord was very happy, because he knew that in the meantime I'm going to take care of the bills as well, and also boost the value of the property. So I worked on that, and I added value, and then once I finished my work on the property, then I actually took pictures, and I sent them to the landlord, and he was so appreciative, and it was just lovely, because when we are doing this rent to rent strategy, as we all know, not every landlord would like to work with us. It's only those landlords who are in some kind of difficulty, or it could be the landlords who they want to use this property as a passive source of income, or it could be anything. So I think what really helps is when we're meeting landlords, we actually pay attention to what they are looking for, what would really benefit them, and try and offer them that service. A couple of my landlords, they don't live locally, they are outside, they live outside, and I'm very well aware that, all they want is just passive income from those properties, So I try and give them that passive income. If there is any small, work that needs doing in the property, I hardly, bother them, because I know that, if I can go that extra mile for them and get that work done, sometime if I'm spending too much, and they are reasonable as well, they understand, and I don't mind paying and getting the work done, because I also understand that those properties are bringing me income, so I need to offer them that value in return as well. So I totally respect that, and I'm very mindful of that. So I just wanted to give this tip to everybody that, okay, we are doing this rent to rent business and we want to start, but more than anything else, if we treat them like humans, because these landlords are not really, they are not really aliens. They are just like us, they all have their own issues. They all have their own, they might have problems, or they may have, they may be at different stage in their lives as well. And that's where we can think in a creative manner, and we can think, what type of help or support we can provide, so then they can work with us. And I think by me doing that, when I look back, I find that these people then, because I've given them that value, I've provided them with that value, then in return they are happy to even pass my name on to other people as well. And it's just lovely, because this happens sometime. I get messages from people I don't even know, and they live in my city, and they would say, we've got a property that's becoming empty, would you like to take that property? And it's really lovely, and that's just because word of mouth. So I think if you develop that type of personality, hi Compton, hi, thanks for joining. So if you develop that type of personality, I think it pays off in big way. Okay, we want to make money. We all know that we are doing this business. It's not a charity, we all want to make living out of it. But if we also try and help these people, then it will go far away, like it'll pay off in many folds. Sorry, sometimes I get stuck with my words. So yeah, it will definitely pay off in big way, because these landlords will then recommend you to other people. And many a time you'll find that these landlords actually don't just own one property, they have portfolio of properties. I sometimes come across people, and sometimes deal doesn't work for whatever reason, it doesn't stack. But if I know what their problem is, what they are going through, I still try and help them, because I know then that builds that rapport with me. And in future, if they want to recommend me to someone else, that will help. And I think it's the reputation, and I feel that the world is really small, and it's your reputation that goes very far. So try and build that reputation in the property world amongst landlords. I know it's going to take time, it doesn't happen overnight, but by becoming a good listener, by understanding their problem, I think you will go very far. That's one thing I just wanted to share, because this is something I have truly experienced, and I would like everybody to develop that skill. I'm sure we all have it, somewhere. But if people feel that they don't have it, it's definitely worth, spending some time in reading those type of books, or even listening to, YouTube videos, or even listening to things, that would help you, and just become empathetic and listen to, things that will help you to understand other people's, psychology. It will really help, and it will help to boost your business. Definitely, I would say this is one thing I can definitely vouch. I can definitely say this has helped me in big way. So when next time you are seeing a property and you are meeting a landlord and directly you're having that conversation, a good idea would be if you speak less and let them talk, and just let them tell you exactly what is it that they are looking for, what is it that will benefit them, and try and build that confidence in you. Be empathetic, and offer them that help. It might be that the deal might not stack up for you after all, after doing all this work with them, but in long run, you're really building amazing relationship, which will bring you loads and loads of business, and it will pay off, because universe is watching. If you are a good person, and if you are doing things for other people, I definitely feel that, you get things back in return, in many folds. So that's one thing I just wanted to share today. I hope you enjoyed, and don't forget to join me next week as well. I do my live every day, but next week from Monday, I'm going to do a live question and answer session as well for, 7 days. So every day I will pick a topic, and I will be doing live question and answer. So, if regarding that particular topic, if you have any question, feel free to ask, because it will enlighten me as well. It will actually, it will help me to engage with you guys as well. And I really want to deliver good value to everybody, because it's not just about, me mentoring other people as well, but I also, at the same time, I know how lonely this can be, for people when they are doing this rent to rent, business, or they're trying to start this business. Because, many times you find that people, I felt very lost. I really felt lost, when I started. And I felt that when I get to that level, I'll definitely be that person where people would feel that they can approach me. So I want everybody to feel that way. And I really want to deliver good value. So I will see you in my live tomorrow as well. But going forward, next week, give me ideas on topics as well, on question answer session. What type of things you would like me to do our, these live question and answer sessions that would benefit you. Also, if you want to share this link with, in your friend circle, or any of your friends, or, anybody you feel that can benefit, or anybody, you think is looking to start this rent to rent HMO business, then feel free to invite them to the group, because I really want to create a platform where I could just deliver really, really good value to everybody, because it's not just about me, it's also about you guys as well, and it's all about engaging with everybody. And I'll see you tomorrow then. Okay, take care then. Bye bye. If you like this video, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So every time I'm uploading a new video, you will get a notification. And also don't forget to share it with your friends or your family members who you think will also be able to take advantage from this knowledge and these videos. If you are looking to start your rent-to-rent business, then also get in touch with me, because I offer tailor-made mentoring where I will be hand-holding you and I will be helping you to start your own rent-to-rent business. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.